Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hello Harem podcast. I'm your host, Alex Luby, and I'm joined, as always, by the horniest of homies to sail the seven seas, Mr. Jonathan Semrau, Anthony Luby, Luke Farnsworth, and our friends here, the Brown Listerine.
My mouth is raw.
My mic's not in front of my face.
Mine feels, I can't, taste anything.
I can't taste anything, but my cheeks hurt.
The side of my cheeks feel like someone took a fork and just had fun with my cheeks for an hour.
Cheeks a little bit.
It's like we just burned our mouths, but it doesn't hurt.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, it tastes like I burned my mouth, but it doesn't hurt.
Raw. Like that feeling you get when you burn your tongue, but the pain is there and you just can't taste very well.
If you want to see us sample the brown Listerine for the first time, head on over to our Twitter at Hello Harem Podcast to watch the full video with explanations on how we did our contest, and to see the winner, and the prize is yet to be decided.
And Jay was also pissing, so you get to see that.
Is it on TikTok too?
No, it's just on
TikTok too.
TikTok will take it down.
Well, you won't see me pissing, but you'll just see my back
Jay's pissing.
while I'm pissing.
Well, you don't see any
TikTok too, take it down.
TikTok to take it down, get around.
You'll see it on Twitter, guys. So look forward to Jay.
This shit doesn't play around.
No, the Brown Listerine was... we had another breakfast morning podcast due to the circumstances of the weekend. So I brought more donuts. Anthony decided to get hash browns from Donkey, which we waited in line about a half hour for.
It was ridiculous. And they were shit.
They were bad.
We got like
Horrible.
6 each.
They're like those little quarter size ones.
Discs.
How much were those? What were those a pound?
They were $1.79 a pack.
A pound?
No,
a pack.
A pound?
That's not horrible, but it's not great.
No.
They're usually pretty good. Those kind
I
of
think
suck,
it was
though.
just because they were so busy.
Probably.
Yeah. Even the lady out, she's like, okay, 1 hash brown. I'm like, it's 4 orders, right? She's like, yeah. I'm like, well, you didn't say that earlier, so I just wanted to double check to make sure I wasn't paying for 4 hash browns and only receiving 1.
Let's unpack that. You didn't pay. I paid. So
Anthony
did
pay.
You.
Anthony also paid for concrete.
Yeah, last night we went, me, the twins, Juice, and Matt went to Shale Brewing Company and had ourselves some beer flights. Somehow, when we got in the car, Anthony was like, you know what sounds really good? A concrete. And so, after drinking beer, we went to Freddy's, and I conned Anthony into buying us all concrete. They're like this big, and they're $4 a piece.
Almost 5. They're $4.79.
I mean, they were good.
They're okay.
Good, but it's $5.
Okay. It's rich. Luke, remember the concrete I got from Culver's?
Yeah, that was probably, I think, cheaper than what you paid for that.
Didn't you say Culver's is pretty cheap, though, isn't it?
No, Culver's is also fairly expensive.
I thought I heard Culver's was cheap.
No. It's probably cheaper than Freddy's.
For a burger?
It's definitely cheaper than Freddy's.
For a burger, it's like a normal price.
It was like $8 for a combo or something like that.
I paid like 10 for my combo or something like that.
I paid like 14 when I got a
But
burger.
you also got a concrete.
Yeah, I got a concrete, a burger, and the cheese curds.
Are they called concretes there, too?
Yeah, they are.
Why?
Because they're thick as
It's a Wisconsin thing.
Freddy's is not Wisconsin.
Culver's is.
Freddy actually invented Wisconsin, dude.
We were right.
Yeah, that's canon. That's canon.
That's canon. That's not filler. That's canon. I just had like a low-key stroke.
My mouth hurts.
I think the pain has gone away right now.
It's just freshness.
It
honestly.
is.
You know what it is? It's all in my gums.
I feel. Yeah, I get that.
Like it's not like actual pain. My gums just don't feel right.
They got a tingle.
Like they loosened all my gums so my teeth could move.
Yeah.
You'd be good to wear like Invisalign now.
Probably.
I mean, my breath smells great.
The brown Listerine will realign your teeth.
So, Jay, have you taken a sip of this yet?
No, why?
I'm afraid of how
Here,
it
let me
tastes
try it.
after like having Listerine.
Yeah, so
Probably like shit.
for
like
our
horrible.
brunch breakfast, Jonathan got Starbucks double shot energies,
Tastes fine.
mochas.
Really?
Yeah, the mouthwash did not affect the flavor.
I was worried because
Fine,
after
though.
you brush your teeth and you drink something,
Kind of tastes like cereal.
Yeah, it tastes fine.
kind of cereal.
It does taste fine because brown Listerine has no flavor.
Like chocolate.
Yeah, that's
Frosted
another
Flakes.
thing. This shit has the most pungent odor of any fucking mouthwash I've ever smelled. But then it has no taste. It just kind of burns really bad.
It burns very bad.
It does burn. I forgot how bad stuff could burn in your mouth.
Yeah, usually the mouthwash you get is like non-alcohol, won't burn you.
Yeah.
It's like a little like, ooh, you get a little like prickles on your tongue or
I
something.
just think Listerine doesn't fuck around. They're one of those brands that are like,
no, they don't do.
This is mouthwash, and it's gonna hurt, and you're gonna fucking like it if you want fresh mouth.
You know, back in the war,
Like even the bottle, it doesn't. It's just a bottle. There's no like branding. They're like, it's Listerine, it's black text, and it's a square bottle.
Yeah,
and
they
we
don't-
kill 99.9% of germs.
I like that right above Listerine, it just says antiseptic.
yeah.
Doctor,
So-
could I use that on an open wound?
What?
Could I use that on an open wound?
What if you did?
I
yeah?
wouldn't suggest it.
What would happen? Would it get infected?
Or to get fresh?
It would hurt.
Well, it hurts fine. That's not
I
what
would
I'm worried
assume
about.
there's a lot of shit in here. Yeah, like there's menthol in this. There's a lot of shit in here that you don't want in a wound. So no, don't put this in your wounds.
Note taken.
Why did I have to spell that one out for you? It's mouthwash.
I
don't
put
know.
mouthwash on my.
This shit is
gaping
dangerous if you swallow it. Why would you put it in a wound?
I didn't think that
wound.
far ahead.
Thorpe looked at it, he's like, I want to drink it. I was like, why?
It was in like the little Dixie cups, and I was
If
like,
Thorpe would have swallowed
match.
that, what would happen if you swallowed the brown?
We'd probably have to take him to his stomach pumped.
Probably not. I mean,
Think?
I bet. So some people drink mouthwash to get drunk. So this is water, and then the alcohol percent is 26.9%.
it's a strong alcohol.
So
That's over 50 proof.
the brown Listerine will get you fucking plastered.
Very cheap.
That is, what the fuck?
I low-key thought about drinking it too. Like I didn't like, oh yeah, I should drink that for the meme. Like,
I
oh
saw
cool,
that, I
a
was
little
like-
shot, let me drink it.
I know, I was kind of looking, I was like, do you think it'd be funny if I drank this right now?
I guarantee you would go. "Ah!" Like,
I
and then
feel
your
like it
lungs
would start
collapse.
eating the mucus away in your stomach lining.
It probably could eat your stomach lining. It's not meant to be exposed for that long. You should not drink this. Let's read the warning label.
I mean, because it burned our cheeks. Like,
Yeah, I feel like your stomach's
it would
fucked for
probably
the rest of the day.
combat the acid.
Warning, do not use in children under the age of 12. Keep out of reach of children if more than used for rinsing is accidentally swallowed. Get medical help or contact poison control right away.
So not great outcomes.
So yeah, good thing none of us drank it for the funny.
I wasn't even thinking about it for the funny. It was just
No.
impulse.
Yeah.
I mean, no, you could definitely drink it.
How
Like,
much?
genuinely. I mean, Jesus. Like, if you took the amount you rinsed with just there and swallowed it, it wouldn't kill you, but it wouldn't be good. It would probably hurt real bad.
I imagine it would hurt.
You would
very bad.
probably have stomach pain for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's kind of
That's
how I
not what
see
I
it.
want.
Well, do you want to drink Listerine or do you want a nice?
You want a
happy
nice
stomach?
day, or you want to drink Listerine?
Yeah.
Bud?
I prefer a nice fresh.
Do you want to
mouth.
drink the brown, or do you want to have fun outside?
Yeah, so this is the original shit. This is the shit that came out before they were like, we're going to make it peppermint flavored. This is
Mint.
what your grandpa used to use.
This is what they used in World War II
I
because they
think-
couldn't brush
honestly,
their teeth.
I think I'm gonna switch to that
Honestly.
I've never felt cleaner in my
because
life.
I use like Crest, like Pro Health, anti-monaminal.
Yeah, they do the branding really well, and I fall for it all the
Yeah,
time.
I'm
I'm
like,
like, that
oh.
bottle with those reflectants. I'm like, that looks fucking awesome.
and then you
Crest.
look
Buy
at the
that.
Listerine, and it's like, here's the most bare bones thing you've ever seen in your life.
original comes in a plastic jug. This was $5, and it'll fuck you up.
I think I'm gonna switch to the brown, dude.
I might switch to the brown.
I'm gonna do it.
I might go brown.
Oh, I almost said it.
Once you go brown, you never go back.
I wasn't sure that was like, I don't know.
So earlier this week, I was where was I going? I was hungry, right? It was the evening, and I had to come to the space.
I kind of wish this story had nothing to do with eating. I was hungry, and then this is the story.
So I had to come up to the space. I had to grab a new guitar cable because the one I had at home was broken.
Was this Wednesday? Because I saw you up here.
Yes, that was
Wednesday.
Wednesday. I came to get a new cable, and I'm driving home, and I'm like, I'm kind of hungry. I think I'm gonna get Moe's. Usually I don't get Moe's too much.
That's disappointing.
It's like, for anyone who doesn't know what Moe's is, it's like a worse Chipotle, Southwest style, worse Chipotle. And they have this thing called a stack. And if you don't know what a stack is, if you go to Taco Bell and get a Crunchwrap Supreme, it is your big flour tortilla with some cheese in the center, and they put a flat taco shell on it. Put all your fixings on the inside. Another taco shell, cheese, wrap it, grill it, and you got your stack, right? I get into Moe's, and I'm like, I'll get a stack. The guy's like, all right, just so you know, we're out of rice. I'm like, how?
I would just leave.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
it.
was trying to figure out.
But he hooked me. He casted.
How?
He had the bait. He said, we'll double everything on this because we're out of rice. And I'm
Okay,
like,
no, yeah.
So I sat there.
He got me.
I really
Yeah,
contemplated.
I'm in.
The rice is like one of my favorite parts.
Yeah.
So it was like, I was kind of thinking, what's the point? But
the rice is what takes it from being a mess to a meal.
Oh, the mess is coming, buddy. So I'm like, okay, we'll send it. I go, whatever. I put some pinto beans on there. He doubles them. I go, okay, chicken. Doubles the chicken. I'm like, all right. Put on some caramelized onions. He has those little tong pincher things. He gets one heaping of those and goes in for seconds. I'm like, that's a lot. Like, I like onions. That's a lot of onions. And then we move on to the queso. He empties the fucking container of queso onto this stack. And at this point, it's way too big to be wrapped properly. And we're not even at the vegetables yet. We get into the veggies, and I ask for their corn salsa stuff. And he gets a heaping spoonful and goes in for more. And this thing is just a monstrosity.
How are you not laughing at this point?
I'm thinking to myself, I can't do this. Why did I should have just left when I had the chance. But I'm too far in now. He's already started making it. I throw on some lettuce, some diced onions, and this thing it's complete. And it is fucking massive. It is. And he wraps it, he throws it on the grill. And I go home and I start eating it and I take a bite. I'm like, this is just fucking thick. Like, this is a stack.
How thick was it in your hand?
Like, it was,
Like a
honest
burger?
to God, no, it was like, probably like the length, I don't want to say length.
How many Chipotle burritos?
It's hard to compare a stack to a burrito.
Like, what do you think the diameter in inches was?
Got to be like 7 or 8. This thing was massive. And it wasn't fully sealed.
What about the height?
Probably like 1.5 inches to 2. This was a stack, man. This was a stack.
I can't fit my mouth around that.
So I start eating it, and all the contents are going to the back because the pressure is forcing everything in the ass end of the So after a few bites,
Just saying like ass end is such a Mike Luby thing. You're gonna notice how my dad says that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ass end of the car. I've always noticed that.
the ass end of the stack was getting full.
And it was time to
Such a
unload.
dad.
So there's
That's like a
queso.
dad thing.
There's queso pouring out the top because this cocoon could not
Contain this beautiful
it could not
butterfly.
contain everything.
You should have
So
just left.
There's queso. This is while I'm eating it in the kitchen, feeling horrible. There's no rice. It is just onion and all the other fucking shit I put in. There's queso dripping out the top. My hands are covered in cheese. And then it starts leaking this fluid out the rear end. And I don't know what it was. I'm assuming it's like a combination of all the liquids of the foods combined, but it was this dark, murky brown. And I'm still eating it. And I get like halfway through and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. And this thing just rips. It just rips. And all the contents fall into the foil. And I was like, do I get a fork? I decided not to. And then I got on Warzone and I just started burping. I'm like, burp, burp. Josh is like, are you okay? I'm like, no, dude, I just had a stack. So I guess the moral of this story is if you go to Moe's and they say we're out of rice and we'll double it, don't fucking do it.
Walk out the door.
Leave.
Please.
Leave while you have the chance. I was going to get a macaroni bowl or something else.
Macaroni. Oh, from Gecko.
Yeah, because they'd be busting.
Yeah.
That would have been a much better option.
Just started leaking out the ass end of this thing.
Instead, you got mouth fucked by Moe's. That's
I feel
so
more bad that you went to Moe's.
Yeah, that place is going downhill fast.
It's not like great, but sometimes every now and again I'll
So-
enjoy it.
The reason that it's going downhill, one of the reasons it's going downhill so fast is the manager that was running that place quit with like no notice at all, and the company didn't know what to do. And instead of just doing what you should do and hire a new manager, promote somebody who knows what's going on to the manager, they just didn't have a manager for like a month.
Really?
Yeah. People were just coming in, just being like, "I'll work today." Like that's how they were doing it.
Wow, that is ridiculous.
Yep. And I think they have a new manager
Pretty
now,
Moe's.
but welcome to Moe's.
Pretty Moe's of them.
Yeah.
Pretty Moe's of them.
Pretty Moe's of them.
Pretty Moe's.
Pretty Moe's
of them.
You, dear viewers, are very pretty. You'd be even prettier if you hit that like button, commented, and subscribed. You can ring that bell for notifications too. Follow us on Twitter, MySpace, Facebook,
YouTube.
I don't think we have a
YouTube.
Facebook.
Uber Eats,
We'll deliver your
Twitch,
Yelp.
Yelp.
Yelp, Spotify, Apple Podcast,
Rotten
Anchor,
Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes. Give us a Rotten Tomatoes score.
Like a 1.
Also in the comment section, make sure to name our new pal here. The love child between Ram and Neil. He still needs a name. I know you guys are thinking real hard about it.
Is it a he or a she?
It's whatever the viewers decide.
For now, his name is Garth Brooks.
Yeah, for now it's Garth Brooks.
I got friends.
I got friends in
Low places.
This is Garth.
So before Garth comes after us, you guys need to change the name or we will be assaulted by Garth Brooks.
What's funny is he doesn't like Garth Brooks.
Yeah, it's a little ironic.
We named him Garth Brooks, but he actually hates Garth Brooks.
All right, Thorpe, lead us into this anime of the week. What are you pulling out of your ass this
Oh,
time?
this is a good one. This is actually
And
a genuinely good one.
segue.
So for my anime of the week, I chose The Journey of Elena.
What?
Can you not?
That was my attempt at a dolphin laugh.
So this anime is about a girl named Elena, and she is training to become a witch because her mom read her this book when she was younger about a witch that would wander around the world and just explore places, meet people, do epic wandering things. You know, I think a lot of people dream about that. Like, I'm just going to go wander around forever.
Yeah, cradle the balls, work the pipes, swallow the gravy. You know,
Yeah,
that
the
kind of
works.
business.
So she becomes a witch, and this show just follows her on her journey and all the different people she meets and all the crazy things she encounters. And one interesting thing about this show that I really liked was because she's the main character, I think a lot of people assume she's some sort of hero, and she is like a fairly strong witch, so that's okay to assume. But she doesn't act like a hero, which was really kind of cool to see. She comes into these situations where there's this town being overrun by these flowers and people are getting infected and stuff. And she's like, that's not my problem. Like, I don't have to stay and fix this.
Yeah, that episode was kind of fucked.
Yeah, and people were like, they gave it a lot of shit for that, which I think is really stupid because it's not her job to go around fixing everything. She never claimed to be a hero. I thought that was an interesting thing to kind of show.
I like that scene. I remember when that episode aired, how much shit she was getting specifically on like Reddit and stuff. People were like, yeah, she's a fucking horrible, mean character.
That was like one of the last shows before Funimation stopped letting comments on their
it was
on their shows too.
Yeah, she was getting a lot of heat for not like fixing every problem.
Funimation could not take it.
No, they couldn't.
They couldn't take all that hate.
Survive.
They would not survive the breeding.
But yeah, that was an interesting like. That was early in the show too. I think
it was like episode 5 or something.
Yeah, she was getting a lot of shit for that.
And there's a lot like that. It isn't just like that one in particular. I don't want to spoil it and give away too many things that she encounters, but there's more instances where she's like, I really don't have to deal with this. And some things she does deal with, and a lot of the time she is put in positions of like really uncomfortable things. Like, I'm sure you guys remember when she went to that town and she met that dude or that guy around
trying
her
to catch
age.
happiness in a bottle.
Yeah, yeah.
That was all the same episode. That was episode 3.
That was all the same episode.
Yes, that was episode 3.
Damn.
Whoa.
But
How long would it take for her to go to a town then be like, the flowers kill people,
No, not
and
the
her to
flowers.
leave? Like then,
not the
4
flower, like,
episodes.
when she leaves and there's that
Yeah.
the house like the Duke and he has a maid.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
same
That
episode.
is
That's
the
what I
same,
said.
yeah,
How
yeah.
long would it take for her to walk to a town, them say the flowers kill people, her go, that's not my problem, and leave? That's not going to take a full fucking episode.
She didn't walk.
She
She
flew.
flew.
But anyway, it's that episode in particular, I guess, has a lot of It's dark.
I forgot about.
There's a lot of dark things in the
Yeah.
show that
Yeah.
I was not expecting.
And the hint at the girl's gonna kill herself.
Yeah, it was
It's-
crazy.
The
That
show
was
has
epic.
a lot of dark themes in it,
Mhm.
but also at the end it gets like happier. So you get a mix of some dark stuff, some serious, some happy, some fun.
I think it was like episode 2 or something when she met that other girl in the town and she lost her medal or whatever the fuck. And the girl was like, "Oh no, looks like you can't leave." Ha ha ha. And then she wanted her to like teach her magic, and then
Yeah.
she gave her the medallion back, and like everyone was probably expecting like, "Oh, now they're gonna be companions, and Elena's gonna teach her how to do magic." And Elena was like, "You stole from me. Fuck you. I'm leaving." And then just left.
Yeah,
I was like-
yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, that's not where I thought this
The
was
show
going
is-
at all.
It's more real than like, even though it is totally a fantasy show, it
Yeah.
has very real themes.
It
to
throws you for hoopsie doodles.
It does. Loopsy doodles ensue.
Yeah.
Mm.
Obligatory shenanigans ensue.
Shenanigans ensue.
I used that for our last anime review, Jay, and the twins fucking loved it. They loved shenanigans and Sue.
So everything is. Our last, when we were reviewing last season,
Galaxy.
everything was shenanigans ensue for the synopsis of these shows.
Jeez.
Because it honestly fit for absolutely every single show.
Yeah.
There was no show that had like a solid plot. It was all shenanigans.
Shenanigans ensue.
Anyway, how many?
Gaffy's
Oh,
kinda
actually, I never
weird.
got to the deal. It's 2 times bonus miles.
Oh my god.
Because get it, she's traveling, she's flying.
Wouldn't
you
it be frequent flyer miles?
Yeah, does she fly Delta?
Yeah.
I think she's definitely not flying American. Yeah, we can assume it's Delta.
What brand of broom do you think she uses?
Delta, right?
I don't think Delta would make a
Swiffer?
nice
It's
broom.
Boeing.
Swiffer.
It's a Boeing broom owned
I
by
was gonna say
parent company.
Kawasaki.
Kawasaki. They don't make airplanes.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
They make motorcycles.
It's not a fucking plane.
The Honda Jet. It's probably a Honda.
We'll go. Yeah, Honda's a Japanese brand.
Yeah.
It's a Honda Jet
Oh yeah,
owned by Delta,
Honda Jet.
and she gets her frequent flyer miles.
I should be
Yeah.
wearing my Honda Jet hat.
You should. You should wear that hat next time.
Okay.
I like that hat.
Out of 1,000 to 10,000 miles, I give this show a 9.5.
9,500 miles.
9,500 miles.
I agree with that. I think it's worth 9,500
That could
miles.
get you pretty far.
That's probably a round trip.
That's easily a round trip. I think anything past like
Depends on where you're
5,000.
flying.
Well, that's true.
Luke,
Yeah,
how far away is Texas?
Why would you want to
Texas
fly
is
to
like
Texas?
18 hours.
From here
Yes.
to fly,
No. To drive.
we're talking where would fly?
Because-
where would driving come from in the
Because
conversation? We were just talking about airplanes.
You know how long it takes to drive to Florida, right? It's about 18 hours.
Yeah.
1,287.2 miles to the middle of Texas.
How far away is California?
California.
Probably like double that.
Yeah, that was 1,000 something.
1,287 versus 2,406. So
We
not
got
double.
round trip to California, like twice.
What's
Easy.
weird about airline miles is they don't work like that.
Yeah, they're just like points.
Me and Alex signed up for it, like a Frontier credit card, and we got the miles. We got like 40,000 miles, and that was only equal to 2 round trips.
Yeah, but all the way out to California.
Yeah, I mean, it was out to California.
We could have flown out to California twice for free.
How many times do you plan on flying out to California twice?
Well, with free,
Well,
I
with
would have
free-
done it
with
twice.
Free airfare, I was going to be like, just fuck it. You want to go to California for the
Yeah,
weekend?
but then
Then COVID hit.
then the
and I
funny
didn't-
then the
and my
funny
miles
then the
expired.
funniest thing happened.
Shenanigans ensued.
Yeah,
Oh,
straight
my
up
God.
shenanigans ensues.
Gaffy needs a haircut.
I think Gaffy needs more gaff.
Keep forgetting to bring the next roll.
I thought of like Gaffy Duck, and I was like, that's the worst character in any
Yo, it's me,
cartoon.
Gaffy Duck.
He's just like, ah.
He came to say hi.
Yeah, get him out of my sight.
So Thorpe, you got anything you want to mention, bring up, talk about?
Did the camera go out?
That'd be pretty funny.
Not this one.
No.
Suck balls.
Bro, I got PTSD pretty hard. Oh, I had some cool space news.
Oh, I like space news.
Ooh,
It's actually
space
some dope
news.
space news. So recently, a picture just came out that was taken by a telescope on Earth. It wasn't like Hubble or anything, and it captured the first ever solar system. Like
What?
that is not our own.
What?
Yes,
No way.
That's-
Poggers?
it's cool. But I kind of like.
How many mirrors did they use?
I have no idea. I didn't look into the telescope or where it was at. It wasn't in the article. But this is around. It's around 300 light years away.
That's far.
Yeah, it's far. So basically, at the time that light was coming from that solar system, we were still a bunch of British colonies. So who knows what happened in another 300 years?
We're seeing 300 years into the past.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is. That's
I
pretty
thought that
epic.
was really cool. But I also was kind of shocked that was the first ever solar system we've ever found or have a picture of, with Hubble being out there and a bunch of other telescopes.
That is interesting because we found how many like exoplanets.
Oh, there's so many things.
Yeah.
But this was taken by an Earth telescope based on Earth. I thought that was interesting too.
Now, what if the people in that solar system are looking at us? Like,
Haha, look at these idiots. They're still wearing
Wait, why are
goofy hats.
why is that country going across that big ocean invading that one?
I
Why-
think they also said at the same time that would be 300 years ago.
Yeah,
It was
so
like
1700s.
1700s. Said around Peter the First was becoming the first like ruler or Tsar of Russia. So a lot was going on in the 1700s. You know,
Was the Byzantine Empire still a thing? When
I
did the
have-
Byzantine Empire collapse?
Oh my god.
You know that was the biggest empire in the world?
Yeah, it went for a long fucking
Yeah.
time.
It survived for a long time, and they split into the.
I think it was when the
Was it
bubonic plague when the
Austro-Hungary?
bubonic plague was going crazy is when the
that was
Byzantine
in like
collapsed.
1300s.
I know.
I thought this went further.
1453.
Yeah, bubonic plague era.
Huh.
So you're about 300 years before what we're talking about.
The Byzantines knew what to do.
There was another empire that went to like the 1800s
I
or
think it was
1700s.
the Roman was
No,
a
it
long
was
time
not-
too.
It was not the Roman.
Probably Mesopotamia.
No, it was not.
The Ottoman Empire.
Probably
I
the
think-
Turks.
I
Ottoman
think it was
Empire,
right.
yeah.
Probably them crazy Turks.
Turkish delight.
The Turks. Turkish delight, I heard, is not great.
It's fucking
Yeah,
garbage.
It was founded in 1299. It dissolved in 1922.
That's so crazy. Like
That's
just
a
right
long
after
time.
World War II.
That is a very
World War I
satisfying start end.
Yeah.
survived. Yeah,
Yeah.
holy shit.
1299 to 1922.
Oh, those are good numbers too.
Those are very
Yeah.
good numbers for them to
Those
just
are great
say.
numbers.
Good
We like
job,
those
guys.
numbers.
Yeah, good job, Ottoman Empire.
They could have made it to 700 years.
Too bad they fucking crumbled.
They would have partied like it's 1999.
World War I said not today.
Party Rock is in the house tonight.
Sorry for party rock.
Do you think if aliens invaded, we could use brown Listerine as a weapon?
Probably.
Brown Listerine's used in torture tactics, so yeah, of course we could use it to kill aliens.
That's a lie.
What do you mean that's a lie? Are you telling me if someone opened your mouth, forced brown Listerine, and then taped your mouth shut, you wouldn't want to talk?
I'd try and sneeze. Oh, dude, imagine trying to sneeze that out.
Oh,
Oh, pain.
Oh,
oh.
your
Oh,
poor
man, yeah, I would just
sinuses.
talk.
That's what I said.
would
Tell me
just
you
talk.
wouldn't talk if someone used brown Listerine to torture
I'm
you.
not
There's the
sneezing
camera.
that out.
There it
Nasal
is.
cavity.
There it is.
Jesus.
We do like Twitter.
We do like
Actually, no,
Twitter.
we fucking hate Twitter. Fuck
Twitter's
Twitter.
a cesspool.
Twitter's disgusting.
I'm only on there for the Vtubers.
Yeah, I'm
Honestly.
not on there for any of the actual
No.
people that post really stupid shit.
All right, but Jonathan, just before we got back from the fridge dimension, Jonathan had a little topic we want to talk about. So we're going to get to that shortly. I know I had one thing to bring up, and I believe Luke did too. So I'll bring mine up first. Mine's just super quick. I'm going to pull up my phone for this because I haven't memorized how to read things. But Fukuoka is getting the biggest Gundam statue
Alex.
in Japan.
We already talked about this.
We did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the new
2
Gundam?
weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, we brought up
I don't remember
Fukuoka
that.
getting
Yeah,
a
we
Gundam.
talked about it.
Oh, well, I
Yes,
know
it
what Gundam it is.
Oh, that's cool.
What
Tell
is
us.
it?
RX-93V new Gundam.
I think you said that too.
Yeah,
No, I didn't. We said last time we talked it was the RX-78 too. I never
No.
brought up the new Gundam.
We talked about Fukuoka
we
getting
definitely
the
talked
biggest
about
Gundam.
Fukuoka getting a big
Oh.
Gundam.
And
Because
how
I
the
made
Because
it-
he made Big Zam jokes.
Yeah, and then I made the joke about how Japan's going to surround their borders in Gundams, and then if they're ever attacked, all the Gundams will turn to the sea, put their hands up, and put a shield over Japan.
Well, we probably brought up this too, but it's going to be 20 meters tall.
That's pretty epic.
On to you, Luke.
I'll let Jay go first because I actually had a couple things.
Okay. So for all of you fans of Minecraft out there, all you epic miners, as you probably know, the 2021 Minecraft mob vote is coming up pretty quick on us. So unlike last time where the mobs were pretty good and then there was one stupid fucking mob
That one.
that won.
Before we head further, what mobs won last year?
The one that won last year was the Glow Squid.
And the glow squid's fucking stupid.
Oh, okay.
The Glow Ink is kind of cool for signs, but other than that, like
It's
okay.
fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's dumb.
There were two. I don't remember what the other two mobs even were, but they were so fucking useful.
And these aren't.
Like they would have been good for even like building and making stuff look good. And then everyone was like, "Oh, glow squid."
We only were yeah. Glow Squids are awesome because they're water mobs that only spawn in water with a 0 light level.
Super
So
useful.
not the ocean, not any lakes.
Caves.
Basically caves, water-filled caves.
Which I guess you could make a glow squid farm then, but
Okay,
like,
yeah, but like,
what's the
fucking-
point? Who gives a shit?
There's not one.
There isn't.
Okay, so 2021 mob votes coming up, and this year's mobs are all pretty useful. People are giving one of them a lot of shit. Don't give it shit because it's kind of cool. Okay, so mob number 1. So it's cool. It's kind of like people are comparing this to like picking a starter Pokemon because we have a blue mob, a green mob, and a red mob, like the water, fire, and grass mob.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first mob I'm going to talk about is the Copper Golem. The Copper Golem is the one that a lot of people are big fans of just because he's kind of the cutest. He's kind of adorable. He's like an iron golem, but way shorter and made out of copper, and he has a lightning rod sticking out of his head. So their whole purpose is the Copper Golems really like one thing and one thing only. Buttons. They really like buttons. So if you put a Copper Golem down near buttons, it will randomly walk around and press those buttons. Just randomly.
Where's the usefulness coming?
The usefulness in this is that you can make randomizers without having to build super complex redstone shit. So if you build something that's like 4 things and each button does something different, but you want them all triggered randomly. So like maybe this one will harvest your wheat. This one will harvest your sugarcane. This one will harvest your watermelons. This one will do this, like something else. If you put a Copper Golem by the control panel and then block him in, so he's just in there, he'll just walk around and randomly just go and just press each of the buttons just randomly.
It's kind of cute because it's so innocent and stupid.
Yeah, he just likes buttons. That's all he does. Like the copper block that was recently added into Minecraft, though, he will oxidize over time. So he starts out as a fully normal copper golem, but as time goes on, he will go through each of the stages of oxidation. When he reaches the final stage of oxidation, he will be completely frozen stiff as a rusted copper statue. You can fix this by taking an axe and stripping the rust off of him, and he'll just keep going back to work. Or, during rainstorms, it's not uncommon for them to be struck by lightning, and they'll be completely cleansed of their oxidation again.
That's such a minute detail, but it's so cool.
Mm-hmm. So they're cool as fuck. They're little friends,
Mm-hmm.
and you can make them just like any other iron golem, but you use copper. But instead of being humongous like iron golems, they're like the size of like a 1 block tall mob.
What if you made the buttons slightly too high for them to reach?
They can't reach them.
You just mess with them.
They would
Just
You just
tease them
mess
for all
with them?
eternity.
they'd be really sad. Okay, so the next mob, which is the one that I'm kind of the largest fan of, is the Ally.
Mm-hmm.
So the Ally is a little blue winged fella.
Pixie type
yeah,
beat.
looks like pixie type beat. These guys, I don't believe you can craft. I think they're a mob that you have to find. I think the Copper Golem's the only one that you craft. This guy's usefulness comes... He's probably the most useful mob. If you give him an item, so if you walk up to little fella and you throw a piece of stone down, he'll pick it up and he'll be like, oh, cool. He'll just run off and start collecting as much as he can carry and bringing it back to you.
Really?
So
That's pretty
he
hard.
will just go collect shit and bring it back to you, like just repeatedly.
So you just give him something and
Give
he's
him
like,
something and
oh,
he'll go
you
look
need
at-
more of this.
I believe it's limited to like block types, so you
Mhm.
can't give him diamonds and he'll just go look for diamonds. But if you give him like sand,
Iron
clay,
ore.
terracotta. I don't know if you can do ores. I think it's kind of limited to like block types. So if you give him like wood, shit like that, he'll go collect a bunch of it and bring it back to you.
That's still super awesome.
Yeah, so he's really fucking useful.
That's far more useful for like the average Minecraft player than like
yeah.
Then the
button
copper,
Than the
button
copper.
dumbass.
button,
Yeah,
button pushing homie.
Like, admittedly, I think the Copper Golem's the cutest because his purpose is so useless and innocent. Like he's like
No, he's definitely the cutest just because it's like I press buttons, but like
what do you do?
but like if you're not someone who's building like randomizer bullshit in a Minecraft world for an adventure map or something, he's completely fucking useless.
He is cute though.
He is cute.
So the Ally is probably the most useful mob. in my opinion. Finally is the mob that everybody is giving the most shit, and people are the most scared it's going to win because people don't like him.
Oscar the Grouch.
Oscar the Grouch. He's called a glare. They're found in swamp biomes and jungle biomes, and they look like bushes with eyes. And they just, if you walk up to them, and I forget what you have to give them, but you give them like some kind of item, something they like. It's like cocoa beans or some shit. If you give it to them, they will lead you to a mob spawner.
That's actually super fucking useful.
That is way easier than Eyes of Ender.
Yeah. Well,
No, you don't use Eyes of Ender to find mob spawners.
Whatever, Ender Pearls.
You don't.
No.
You can't.
Oh,
it's
that takes
random.
you just randomly find them.
You
So
just
like
randomly
that's
find
really
them.
useful. You can make mob farms.
Oh, I was
but
thinking of the End portal.
people are giving it shit because spawners are useful if you want to build like a mob spawner, but you could just make a darkened box and then make a mob spawner by yourself. So people
Yeah.
are like, give us the ally, it'll be more useful. But big content creators are finding out that people don't like the glare and they think it'll be funny if they just influence their audience to all vote for the glare. So it's kind of looking like we might get the glare.
Are there like polls?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Polls
every year, so there's the ally or whatever.
I would say I do definitely prefer the alley over the rest of them.
Easily. That's
the alley
like not even a
alley's cool.
question.
So here's the concept art.
The
for all
alley
three
is
of them.
cool.
There's the alley.
It looks cool.
There's the
I like
glare.
flying things. I don't know why. In
And
Minecraft,
there's
I
the
like things
copper
that
column.
fly.
Yeah, it is really. It's satisfying.
There's not a lot of them either. Which
You
is
got-
I
also
like the
good.
alley.
Yeah, you really got bats.
Mhm.
I call them nightmares.
Oh, okay. So the alley to get them to gather items, you just give it to them. The glare, it looks like you give them cookies. If you give it a cookie, it'll take you to a
You
mob
can
spawner.
stop on it.
If you give a glare a cookie,
Okay, you
probably
can't
take
tell
you
me
to a
that's
mob
not
spawner.
cute.
That's
though.
really cute.
it'll probably
That's
want
really
some
cute.
milk.
I
Yeah.
think the glare's. Luke, can you show me a picture of the glare real quick?
He's like
Yeah.
slime.
He looks like a fucking bush.
He looks like slime.
Yeah, here you go.
They're supposed to be bush people.
They look kind of cool. They do. They look.
They're
pretty
really
neat.
cute. You give them cookies and they take you to a mob spawner. That's
Mhm.
cute as hell.
I think they should add another like spooky evil mob.
They are actually in the new update.
Yeah,
they're
they
adding a
are.
mob. It's called the Warden.
It's
Whoa.
terrifying. It is terrifying.
It's like a
Hold
3-block tall mob that's completely blind and can only hear you or can only see you when you're moving.
on. Pull a picture of it up for Tippy.
I
'Cause
want
I'm
to see
not
this.
turning
I
my-
want to see this mug.
They're quite scary.
This
So-
guy. He's fucking terrifying.
They look. Yeah, I like the spooky, creepy shit.
I like that he's got like antlers coming out of the
Like
side
the
of his
Enderman.
head.
Yeah,
It's like
reminds me like
he
a
is.
Wendigo, but a lot thicker than a Wendigo.
Yeah, so they're blind.
scary.
They can only find you when you're moving. So they're attracted to sound. So like if you're in a cave and you see a warden and he's walking at you, if they get close enough, they will know you're there and they'll hit you and they do like half your health worth of damage with every hit. So they will kill you in 2 shots.
They can destroy you in diamond armor.
So if you're standing there and one's walking towards you in a cave, if you shoot an arrow to the other side of the cave, it will hear the arrow hit the wall and then it'll run after it.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's a really cool mechanic, especially for a game like Minecraft.
I know. Like, who the fuck would have thought Minecraft would be this?
And then they're adding a new item called the skulk sensor, which can will hear you and then will alert the warden when you get close. So if he's really far away, if you step and the skulk sensor goes off, it will know which sensor and it'll run to it.
That dude's like
It's kind of hard. You know what I would do with that? I'd build like a labyrinth with this fucking awesome treasure in the bottom and surround it with like wardens and traps. So if someone tries to
Like
go
a
down, they just
Pan's
get
Labyrinth
fucked.
type
Yeah,
game?
like a Pan's
That'd be kind of
Labyrinth
hard,
thing, man.
actually.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah,
I feel like that's already going to be like a horror adventure map or
Someone's
something.
gonna
Someone's
do it.
going to do it.
we should download one and play it whenever it comes out, like a labyrinth style warden.
Shit,
map.
we could make one, dude.
So they're doing a lot of really cool shit with Minecraft. Another thing they're doing is we got Caves and Cliffs update without Caves and Cliffs. They're adding all types of new sweet caves, like really cool caves. They increased build height. So like the highest you can build is about double what it used to be now.
I never really used max build height anyway.
Yeah, but
I
they,
didn't
It's
either,
just a
but
cool
I'm sure some
concept. It's
people
just a
can.
cool little
they did
thing.
it so because a lot of people build really big structures, but now you can go double what you used to be able to do.
Does your build height get impacted by at what altitude you're at? So say if like
Yeah.
you're pretty low, then you can build obviously a taller structure. But if you're on like a cliff,
Yeah.
you can't build as high.
No, it's all limited. It's like 360 some blocks or something like that. So it's limited to that. But
From
it's
ocean level, probably.
no, like so at like whenever you're at a certain like if you push, I forget what button it is, like F3 or something, it'll pull up your like levels, and if your Y level is always determined. So like if I'm standing somewhere, I'm Y30. If I'm on the ground, I can dig down to Y0, but I could also go up to Y36. But sometimes Y0 is the ground, depending on like if I'm in a valley or if I'm standing on a plains or whatever.
Yeah, so it's like ocean level.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty epic. Yeah, the caves they're adding are insane. They're adding mega caves that are the size of like whole biomes.
I think I've seen a video
underground.
of those.
Lush caves. They added moss. They have like new lighting. They have glowberries.
Well, they have like stalactites and stalagmites.
They have them already.
Do they?
They're
Yeah,
added.
they had those for a while now.
Drips. Yeah, that's actually already in the game.
Are we gonna start a new Minecraft server?
Whenever Caves and Cliffs comes out, yeah.
When's that come out?
It's supposed to be December.
Yeah.
Because I remember we were talking about it like months ago, and I was
Yeah,
like,
we
oh,
didn't
it's
want
so
to-
long.
we didn't
It's
want to start
supposed
a
to
new one
be
until
like
that.
end of quarter 4.
When we got Caves and Cliffs without Caves and Cliffs.
And I was like, wow, the caves and cliffs without caves and cliffs. Isn't this cool?
Yeah,
Wasn't
we
it just an axolotl?
axolotls, glow squids, dripstone,
Fucking hate axolotls. Copper.
copper.
They did add the copper.
Oh yeah, and they changed how ore spawns now. So now instead of whenever you get an iron block, you just get one. You can get like fortune on your pickaxes. When you break an iron block, you could get like between 1 and 4 pieces of iron for
That's
every
so
iron
much
ore you
better.
find.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
That is so much because now fortune has a use on ores.
Yep. Except for diamonds. Like that, it's always had diamonds, but now it's got everything.
Diamonds, coal, redstone.
It would be really
lapis.
awesome for coal, honestly.
Coal and iron, I think it would be most useful.
Yeah.
It's always you've always been able to do fortune on coal.
Have you?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what it used to be used for. Now you
Oh.
can use it for like gold, iron.
Yeah, I never enchanted shit.
Me either.
Mm.
I'm
Well, it's gonna
not-
kind
I'm
of
not
suck because we
advanced.
just got our dude to enchant stuff,
Yeah.
We did.
and then we're
we-
already gonna have to get rid of it.
Oh,
I
well.
mean, technically,
So-
if we really, really wanted to, we could keep our world, update the world, bring it forward, and then make the great pilgrimage to the world border.
no, I'd rather just restart.
Because if
I'd
you
rather just
Because
restart
if
too.
you don't
Honestly,
remember, you said you wanted bamboo, so I traveled 10,000 blocks in one
Yeah.
direction.
So if you update your world in the world that you're on, it'll take as far as you've rendered, go a little past that, and put up a big blue world border on there. Everything past that world border has been deleted and regenerated with the new update. So it'll have like caves and cliffs, the new
I say we
mobs,
just restart.
but we would have to make the great pilgrimage to get there.
yeah,
I'm
it's
ready to
usually
restart.
any unloaded chunks can be.
Can't you
loaded in.
fix that? Can't you like? Isn't there a way to just put it in your already world?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
No, I'm saying without that.
Oh no,
No,
'Cause
How does
everything's
Whole
already
Alive do
generated.
it then?
I think they just do what we just described.
The great pilgrimage.
They
Really?
make.
If you have a
Every
Lytra,
time?
it's not really a huge deal.
Yeah, they all have elytras, so they just fly wherever they're going with a couple 64 stacks of fireworks, and they're just there.
That's true.
We don't have
They had like
elytra.
axolotls and they were still in their regular server. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
They just flew to the axolotls.
Axolotls,
I say we restart. We
They're
They're
restart.
so
Yeah, I'm down
cute.
for a restart.
water kittens.
The axolotls are really cute.
Yeah, water cats.
They're also teleport machines.
Uh huh.
If you make an axolotl spin really fast, I don't even know what it does to make it spin so fast. I think you just put a shit ton of them in a block.
If you put a piston on the side and a piston on the top, and then activate them both at the same time with the axolotl in the block that would normally be pushed upon, they freak the fuck out and start spinning really fast.
and then if you jump into them, they launch you.
I definitely want to start streaming it more though. Like I want to hop back on that train.
Yeah.
Minecraft train.
Yeah,
Dinosaur train.
dinosaur train.
Marcus did ask us. He wanted us to stream more.
He was mad
Yeah.
that we haven't streamed in a while.
Yeah, so I wanna like continue that. Like
Minecraft is the easiest one to stream right now.
It's just so much fun.
Caves and cliffs without caves and cliffs.
That's why I've been waiting. I'm like,
Yeah.
I haven't had a want to place. I'm like, I want new caves and cliffs,
Mhm.
but we don't have them.
I want the spore blossoms. They're cool as fuck. They hang from the ceiling and look like big pink flowers, but they make these like really pretty green particles float for like all over the place.
You know what
That's
they should
pretty.
add to Minecraft?
Hmm.
Natural disasters. You know how fucking cool.
Can you imagine
that
if you're
would be?
hanging out and you're just like farming and then an earthquake happens?
Oh,
I think that's a
shit.
mod.
It is, but yeah, because there's like meteor showers.
Yeah,
and
you
shit.
can get like meteor showers and meteors will crash down.
Imagine like an
your-
F3 tornado.
Like you get a
crashing
warning. It's
through
like,
you.
hey, there's a hurricane approaching. You should probably do something.
Just like grab all your shit, run into the
Or
cellar.
like if you build a nuclear reactor, it can melt down, and then we have Pripyat
That actually
Part
is.
2.
That is.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
So if you go into like
There's,
the radiated area, you can get.
I
killed.
think it got updated so it doesn't explode because people weren't keeping good care of them. But big reactors is a mod that people have added in And it used to be when you didn't take care of your reactor, it would actually form like a 64 by 64 chunk explosion.
Bro, if it radiated the area like Pripyat type beat,
I'm trying to think.
How cool would that be?
That'd be
How
sweet.
fucking cool would that be?
Draconic Evolution has a not generator, nuclear reactor that actually does explode. So if it gets too hot, it blows up. It actually crashed my computer
What's
because
the point of the reactors?
So
Energy.
when you do mods like that, a lot of them have like there's a lot of mods that use power to run things.
Mhm.
So a lot of the mods are interactable. So
Mhm.
like that reactor would be like if I made 1 million of these smaller reactors from the mod pack that I'm using all this energy shit from.
Mm.
But it does cost a lot more to make, but you can then get rid of all your other bullshit that's like
I messed around with a couple mods. I messed around with the Witchcraft mod.
We did that space one.
Yeah, the space mod was really cool. And then Tinker's Construct I played with a lot.
I remember Tinker's Construct
Tinker's is
a
my
lot.
favorite.
That one was
I
fun.
like Tinker's. And then I did I forget what it was called, what the mod was called, but it was the one where you can make like storage systems and shipping tubes.
That ME systems, dude.
Yeah. I fucked around with that. I made a storage system that had like 40 chests and I could they were all connected by tubes and I just walked up to a console, typed in what I want and it shipped it to me.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
You know how
that was
long that
dope.
thing took me to
Yeah.
build? That was such a pain. It took me like fucking 5 hours to figure out how it worked.
Yeah, it was like in our
So-
giant treehouse.
I was building computer chips.
ME systems have become a meme amongst me and Jacob because every time we would do modded Minecraft, he would always ask if there's ME systems. And so my meme was to put as much bullshit in there to cause all the storage systems to become full so he wouldn't have anything. And his meme was to make enough storage systems to stop me from doing that.
it's
So
endless.
it turned into like, I don't even remember how big the storage system was he made, but it was probably like you could store a lot of bullshit in there. So I went around making as many cobblestone generators as I could as fast as I could make them. So that I think before we stopped the server, I had like 3 billion cobblestone in
Jesus.
one of the storage systems. And I had it half full or something like that.
Oh my god, dude.
He went fucking off in making the storage chips, and I went off in making as much cobblestone as I could as fast as possible.
That's bonk.
It's anxiety.
It's
Which-
super funny.
Just use water buckets. They don't stack.
Yeah, but the problem with water buckets is that then you have to make a way for it to take the iron make
farm.
the bucket. Well, so we also had magical crops. So you can like make iron seeds and then it just gives you iron ore after it crafts everything.
Jesus.
So I did that, but with cobblestone seeds. So my challenge for myself was I had to make it every single time I made a cobblestone generator, I had to make it different. So I had like 8 different cobblestone generators with 8 different ways to make cobblestone.
Let's make Let's get the DeBaby Minecraft mod.
Isn't that a thing actually?
It is, yeah. You can make the baby car. Yeah, so it's just it adds DeBaby into Minecraft. He is a natural mob, and you can summon DeBaby car.
He is a natural.
Yeah, the baby. Yeah, he's Minecraft.
Yeah, he's just
Whoa.
he's just a mob.
The baby in Minecraft.
He doesn't do anything.
Luca, hit us with your the things you were going to talk
All
about
right,
earlier.
so I guess I'll just go with like the couple things that aren't discussion based. Crunchyroll Hime did have her debut this week. It was Tuesday.
I saw.
Oh fuck! I meant to watch.
I
Yeah, I
didn't
haven't
watch
watched
it
her
either.
yet.
She is actually epic. I really like her.
Didn't watch her either.
I'm not sure how people are feeling about her, but I feel like Crunchyroll's just not giving her any fucking money.
No money.
Is she a
What?
Crunchyroll VTuber?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's Crunchyroll Hime.
She's the mascot for Crunchyroll. You know the orange hair girl.
Yeah.
She is her. She's a VTuber now.
She prefers if you call her Hime.
What about Sharon Shale?
No.
She's like a year late though.
What?
She's like she should have debuted last year. That was
It's
when the huge
Crunchyroll,
boom.
dude. Do you think they're ever on top of things?
That's true. That's a good point.
It's Crunchyroll. They underpay everybody and don't fucking give a shit about it.
That's just-
Crunchyroll be like, we launched LA Epic VTuber.
Good use of the rage comment.
Yeah.
Get
dude.
trolled.
troll.
I'll have to watch her. I saw she had a fang, and I was about that.
She is actually really cool. Like, I was totally down with her.
What if they make her start like plugging Crunchyroll shit?
There probably are Crunchyroll links in her description.
No, I mean like they make her start like talking about it. Like,
Oh, are you guys subscribed to Crunchyroll?
They don't. In her debut, she really didn't bring up a lot of that. They were asking her like what game she wanted to play, and she like obviously she brought up Princess Connect, and she's like, "Oh yeah, this is a Crunchyroll game." And, like she said that, but it wasn't like the point of what she was saying.
It wasn't like a big Crunchyroll ad.
No, like she's been playing. Last stream, she played Mario Odyssey.
I wish she was like a really unaware or like she was like a really like she's not aware, but everybody else is super aware. Like Crunchyroll ad. Like everything she does, she's like, and this is brought to us by Crunchyroll. And then everybody's like, yes, dear. And they just keep donating.
Yes, he may.
Yeah, like in her debut, she really didn't mention a lot about Crunchyroll itself.
That's nice that it's not just a big ad.
She's just kind of like, yeah, I'm Crunchyroll Hime. Call me Hime. You don't want to call me by my full name. Like, I don't want to call you by your full name. And I was like, I guess that's fair.
Hello, Luke Farnsworth. Hello, Alex Luby.
Don't say that's weird.
Hello, Jay.
That's really weird. Hello, Jay.
I was like, that's a good point. So she was very, very lay epic.
That is my full name.
She really was lay epic.
I'll need to watch. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
Staying on the Crunchyroll topic, they have their original in-house animated show coming out that they put the second trailer out for, and it's fucking awful.
What is it?
High Guardian Spice.
It's terrible.
Dude, it looks
Why?
like
I
the
sent
worst
the
piece of
video.
garbage, like flaming garbage that someone
It
took
looks
a
like
shit on.
Looks like Endro, but absolutely horrible.
So, like, the problem with it that a lot of people are bringing up, and I think is actually a fair problem to have with it, is that they're trying to sell it as an in-house anime, and it's all Western art. Like, they're trying to say it's an anime, but it looks like Big Mouth.
It looks like
Wait,
dude,
what
it
is it
looks like a
called?
Western cartoon.
High
looks-
Guardian Spice.
Yeah, it looks kind of like Gumball without all the real stuff, like the
Yeah.
animated characters. Of
Chowder!
Yeah, it's,
Not Mung Doll.
I love.
That's Schnitzel, dude.
We love Schnitzel.
We do love Schnitzel. But I just wanted to take a moment to absolutely shit on this fucking show.
It looks pretty awful.
It is like the definition of here is like women can be powerful shoved down your throat.
You know what it kind of looks like? I was just looking at pictures of it. It kind of looks like a Ghibli movie. Like low key. It seriously, no, yeah, it does. Yes, it
I
does.
don't
I
see
think you're a
it.
little wrong.
No, it doesn't. I mean, yes, it does.
I don't see it at all.
Yeah, the way the character designs. Yeah, I'm not talking about like animation style and colors or anything. I'm talking about the way the characters look. They look like from a Ghibli movie.
I really
Bring that up. Let's take a second peek at this. That's
Oh,
If you look
This
at
shit's been like etched in my head.
if you look at
dude.
Chihiro from why am I blanking on that fucking movie? Like the round face? Yes, absolutely.
They have a round face, so that's why
They carry too many similarities. I'm not saying they're straight from a Ghibli movie. They have similarities from a Ghibli movie. They don't just look like Western like Gumball.
Pull up Ghibli. Which Ghibli movie were you referring to? One in specific?
Chihiro from Spirited Away. You could probably do Kiki's Delivery Service.
No.
Yes, the round face, absolutely.
If I said that every character with a round face looked the exact same,
I'm not saying they look the exact same.
through-
I'm saying they have similar looks. They're not verbatim straight from it.
I think.
I think you are off the
if
goop,
there was an
dude.
ad, that's a good reaction.
We're literally
off the
looking
goop on
at
this
both
one.
of them basically
I
side
just
by
read
side.
through a Looper article that they were like, use reasons to be excited and worried for. So one of the reasons they stated was Crunchyroll originals have a good track record. Be excited.
What are some other Crunchyroll originals?
Tower of God.
Inspector, Tower of God,
Isn't
God
it
of High
Tokyo
School.
Revengers?
Tokyo Revengers is not an original.
Oh.
That's just
So well those
Actual
three
show.
shows have been popular. I've seen one of those, and I really enjoyed it. So I don't know what path they're taking.
I've
here.
seen all of them and they are very good.
I think they just wanted to go with like the medieval.
Everybody
bullshit
said we're
type
worried that they're going to go for way more style over substance.
It kind of already
Define-
appears
Fena's
that
a
way.
Crunchyroll
Fena?
original.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, Fena's amazing.
So they fuck around and make good shows. They're fucking up this one though.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot the Shenmue fucking anime is coming out.
Wait, no shit.
Yeah, dude.
Like, is it based off the games?
Yes. I forgot that they're
Is
making.
it gonna follow the same plot?
I think.
Oh, that's gonna be fucking poggers,
I always forget that the Shenmue anime.
dude.
Shenmue.
That'll be really good.
What is Shenmue?
Tony Kawa is an original.
Shenmue
really?
was a
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
Okay,
Tony
so
Kawa
Shenmue
was.
was a game where you play as a character whose name I don't remember right now, and your father gets murdered, and the entire premise of the game is finding the man that murdered your father.
So it's
Like that, but like it sounds like it would be really action packed. There's like no action, like dead ass, no action. I played through the entire first and second game. You barely, like, I'm not kidding, like maybe 2 fight sequences. Most of it, you just walk around and talk to people. That's it in
That sounds
Japan.
fun. It's
Like in a
kinda cool,
rural,
calming.
you walk around a rural Japanese town and just talk to people. That's it.
You showed me the clips of that game.
Yeah,
I remember
That's
that.
all you do.
Yeah.
That's the game.
Yeah, I always forget that exists.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, that game looks fun as hell,
don't know, is
honestly.
it?
No, it was kind of boring actually, but that was kind of the appeal. Like that's
That's what I'm talking about. Like that's what would make it fun is the fact that it's just so calm and boring.
yeah. The plot was interesting, and you don't do much. Like you literally walk around and talk to people.
It's like
That's
fishing.
it. And you got to make sure you're back home in time for bed.
Yeah, it's
That's
like fishing. You just cast out a line and wait for shit to bite.
This article's title is Shenmue anime director says series will be more accessible than the OG game.
what?
I just watched Anthony's face. His eyes just went from this to just
I saw your eyes.
subtly start.
Dude's face. like I was staring directly at it.
Yeah, it's going to come out next year. It's a 13 episode. It'll be a 13
that'd be
episode
fucking
run.
awesome. I'm down with that.
I always forget about it because nobody talks about Shenmue anymore.
No. Wait, there's 3 Shenmue games? 4
Maybe.
Shenmue games? I am kind of worried. The games are not. There's not.
Games.
There's not only like
Trying to
a
forget
couple games. They're also like really long games. So I am kind of worried if it's only going to be 13 episodes.
I bet there's
it'll be
a lot
fine.
of stuff they could cut out from the game.
I'm
to
sure
fit
it'll be
into it.
fine.
What, you don't like the entire quest where you try and find the guy selling barbecue and why he's not at his stand today?
Yeah, like I think things like that.
That's
you
like
know.
that's like Naruto filler.
No.
No, because there's
you
no
find
cowboys.
you find him eventually, and then you can't understand him because he speaks Chinese and not Japanese.
Does he help you find your dad's murderer?
No, because he speaks Chinese. How would he know?
So that's filler.
No.
Yeah.
That's like the fucking Yakuza quest where you have to find the visa and you bring her a pizza.
That's kind of funny.
That quest is hilarious because then you like go into a fight sequence with a pimp or something, and then like she's in love with him or something, and they get married.
They also did a Yakuza quest. Speaking of weird Japanese video game quests, there was a mixed martial artist fighter. Forget his name. But he... Did the camera turn off?
No, you just didn't open up the back end. I didn't want to
Oh,
overheat.
oh, that's poggers. Good luck.
There was a MMA fighter who was pretty popular over in Japan, and they put him into a quest in Yakuza where you see a couple arguing in an alleyway and you walk up and intervene, and then before the girl can explain why they're arguing or the guy can be like, no, we're a couple and we're just arguing about something, you just beat the piss out of her boyfriend, and then this MMA fighter walks up and totally white knights the guy. Like totally, he's like, you shouldn't attack people. It's wrong to hurt others. Like, and he just like lectures you for like 5 fucking minutes about it.
It's a very, very serious, silly game.
Mm-hmm.
Because the main plot of Yakuza, very serious. Every side quest is not.
I do want to get around to playing Yakuza.
Delightful game.
I'd love to. I heard jingles too.
Nothing here.
I'm checking
I
your-
heard jingles.
checking
What the
your
hell is that? I bet you guys like it that we always check the fucking cameras 20,000 times because they always go out. Fuck you,
Yeah.
Sony.
There was one more big thing that was me and Luke talked about for.
I still have a couple more notes.
Yeah, send them.
So the Guardian Spice leads into my other thing. My new favorite thing right now is reading comments for everything. And I do mean everything. I'll go to meme pages and I'll see like a slightly like funny, haha, not serious political meme. And I'll go to the comments because I want to see everyone fighting over politics because it's funny. So like with the High Guardian Spice thing, I went straight to the comments. I was like, there's got to be people shitting on this. And everyone's like, what the fuck am I watching? So I always thought that was funny. And then that's also like with the Funimation removing their comments. That was my favorite part about watching shows every week because I wanted to see
Reading
how
the
stupid
comments.
everyone was.
Yeah.
Like with this season, I watch a lot of my shit on Verve. because Verve actually gives you episode comments instead of Crunchyroll's like overview comments.
Overview,
like,
yeah,
everything.
I noticed that.
So when I watch on Verve, I watched a couple new shows and everyone's like, wow, this show's stupid. Don't catch me watching more episodes of it. And I was like, okay, dude, who gives a shit?
We're on episode 12 here, bud.
It's like episode 1 just came and I was like, what the hell is this? This is just like rip off Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not watching this shit. Don't catch me in episode 2. And I was like, nobody was going to anyway.
Oh shit, Buttfucker69's not going to be watching the second episode. Cancel the show, guys.
Cancel the show. Like, I don't get why people have the idea that leaving a negative comment means anything to anybody.
Sonichu fan 13's not going to be watching the second episode. We have to cancel the series.
Like, if you're not going to say anything nice about a show or something,
Don't say anything at all.
well, it's not even that. It's like no one's going to give a shit about your opinion in the first
It's
place.
just like real life.
Even if you say something nice about the show, no one gives a fuck about your opinion. They might agree with you, but like, no one gives a fuck about what you have to say.
Yeah, I don't think you're persuading anybody with your comments.
I don't know about you, dude. I base all of my opinions on the comments of others.
Especially on Funimation. and
Especially all the
Crunchyroll.
My Hero fans. I really care what they have to fucking say.
Dude,
3
I'm
weeks.
I would say this
3 in a row.
3 in a row.
You didn't call them pedophiles.
About which child they want to fuck.
Can we go for 4? Can we do a month straight of MHA shit?
All right, Luke,
It's so easy. Everything you say can be led back to My Hero fans because they're all fucking stupid.
And pedophiles.
And pedophiles.
What's next on your list?
Next, Wit Studio. My favorite studio is in financial trouble and might be shutting down.
Rip.
So that hurts. Those of you that don't know or might be watching this for the first time, out of my top 3 favorite shows ever, 2 of them are by Wit Studio. So that makes me very sad.
What shows did they do?
One Piece, My Hero Academia, and Naruto.
They did the first 3 seasons of Attack on Titan.
Hold on.
I heard that one.
Yep, I stole the line.
What's up, piss pants shit babies?
That worked.
Welcome back. Camera malfunction.
What else is new?
Sony,
Fuck
am I
you.
right?
Fuck you, Sony.
Shove that mic up your ass and queef out a song.
Before
Buy
we were gone,
buy $600 camera.
Wit Studio made the first
you buy
3
any
seasons of
cameras?
Attack on Titan,
Not yet.
Vinland Saga, Ancient Magus' Bride, Vivi,
Oh, that's right. I remember you saying that.
all
now.
of those.
Vivi,
And
Vivi was wonderful.
was
Vivi
so
was wonderful.
like right now their parent company's taking over their financial decisions, so it's probably going to be the end of that studio, and I'm very
Well,
sad
I mean,
about it.
If the parent company's taking over, they're a parent company and they own a lot of other things. So chances are they're pretty decent with finances. So while it looks bleak, it might not be like the end
No,
of
that
it.
is a signal of the end of a studio.
I don't
If your parent company comes in and says, "We are now telling you what
Well,
to do,"
like Seco Machine was going to go under, and then no,
it's
like,
not
no,
the same. That is
yes,
not.
It,
no,
it is fairly
not.
the same. Well, the parent company came in, took over, and now like it's in a much better place. I don't think it's.
It's not the same for anime studios. When anime studios start to go under and the parent company takes over, that is a signal of the end of an anime studio.
I don't know. Well, I'd like to see what happens.
So, who knows? And then the final thing I want to bring up, Disney Plus is getting anime.
What?
Yeah, they're going to start
Yeah,
licensing. Anime.
They're starting to license anime. The first few of that they are going to be exclusively producing is a new Blackrock shooter, Tatami Time Machine Blues, which is a sequel to whatever Tatami bullshit from, I don't know, like 2011 or something. A show called Twisted Wonderland, Moving, which is a webtoon, and Summertime Rendering. From what I've read, apparently they're only going to have these available on the Japanese version of Disney Plus or something like that as a trial run to see if it'll work.
Mhm.
Well,
But-
time to get a VPN.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'll get ExpressVPN. Fuck it.
I guess. My sister said we could use her Disney Plus if we wanted
Sweet.
to.
I was about to say.
But,
Great. Now I got a Disney Plus subscription.
I have one.
Apparently, they're just trying to jump in on the anime train right now.
They're a little late,
Which-
but
I don't
wouldn't
think
even
you
say
can
they're
be late.
It's just a growing market.
Yeah, I don't know if you can be late.
I'm
with
just
this
surprised
kind of thing.
Disney is so late in the game.
I'm not.
I'm
I
not
am.
either.
Do you
Disney
know
wants
the
their-
market for Disney shows?
Yeah, kids
not the
our age and
anime.
younger.
No, it's
It's not
everybody
the-
under the sun.
Yeah,
It's
it,
everybody
it
under
used
the
to be
sun.
animated films though, which
That's
we could
Still
just
are.
Yeah.
Then they made The Mandalorian.
No, I'm saying animated films, not anime film.
that was a good
Animated
show.
Yeah, I
films.
know.
People are thinking that this is like a lead off of the Trigger animated Star Wars show that they have.
Oh,
produced.
I still really want to see that. There's like 3 different studios working.
I hope
on it.
it's good.
My biggest gripe with it, with like more subscription companies coming in, is obviously you might need to buy more subscriptions to see a
Mhm.
show you want to watch, which is really a pain in the ass.
Now, see, people actually have been talking about that, and I'm now on the side of I think it's a good thing. Because now Crunchyroll can't say, here's a really shitty deal, give us your anime, and people have to do it because they don't have another option.
Yeah, there's a couple different options.
It's now a
I guess,
competitive
I guess
market.
it's good. It's good for the studios; they can get a better deal out
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it, like, what is $6 or $7 a month to me?
Well,
I
it's like,
see it like as a
nothing.
viewer, I see
Yeah.
like it does suck. I don't want to have multiple subscriptions as a
well,
viewer.
you look. It's like $6-7 a month, but you have 4 of those every month. I mean,
That's
sure
true,
it's not
yeah.
it's not a ton of money, but
It's
it
like,
adds up.
it could end up being like $50 a month.
As we split everything amongst the 4 of us, so I don't think it really
yeah, like
matters.
I mean, if we split it amongst us, but I mean, not everybody has that option.
No.
which is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
I have a Disney Plus subscription that I get from Verizon. It comes with my phone plan.
That's what's cool about. I know my phone plan I had Hulu.
Yeah.
I used to have Hulu with my Spotify, and then I just paid for
I
Hulu.
love
So I was like,
Hulu.
I'm so sick of ads on Hulu.
Who,
Hulu is a top tier
unpopular
streaming
opinion, yeah.
service.
Hulu is better than Netflix by far.
Easily.
Oh, easily. I
Easily.
hate Netflix,
Mhm.
Netflix
actually.
sucks.
Hulu has Rick and Morty.
But people were talking about how, like, you know, it's nice because they're trying to create a competitive market for anime, which is something that it actually needs because that'll actually help the industry itself instead of Crunchyroll saying, here's $2,000, give me your show. And everyone had to be like, well, we don't have another option now.
Mhm.
They now have to fight with money.
Not even gonna lie, I feel like Disney could produce some top tier anime. I mean,
Low
Disney,
key.
like they already have some pretty quality stories. They're not popular for no reason.
I feel like they could. I feel like they are playing it way too safe.
They probably are right
For now, yeah, breaching into the market,
Like,
they
we're
should.
We're not going to
Here's a
start with a
reboot.
testament of Sister New Devil.
Yeah,
like,
Well, I'm not even saying
what if
that.
they did?
That'd be
I'm
awesome.
not even saying that. I'm saying, like, how many have you heard of Black Rock Shooter before?
Nope.
Have you heard of Tatami Time Machine?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's my favorite.
Have you heard of Twisted Wonderland?
Of course,
Nope.
dude.
Have you heard of Summertime Rendering?
It's so
Nope.
good.
Yeah, these are really popular shows, aren't they?
No, it's not the point of being pop.
But
It's just
that-
breaching
that-
into the market.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I feel like they're playing it too safe by choosing shows that they probably got cheap.
I mean, that's fair. That's a good way to test it.
Well,
You know,
they're not producing these shows, are they? They're just
They're paying to have
They're
them.
they're just streaming them.
streaming them.
Yeah, they're paying to have them streamed, which is like Crunchyroll doesn't pay to have shows produced, but they still gyp the market by paying way too little for a show that is extremely popular and makes them way too much money.
Fuck Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll has 5 million subscribers and 120 million users.
Mhm.
You really think they're not making enough money to pay?
No,
Good
I'm not
money
saying
to
they're not
these
making enough
people?
Money. It's just
I just
Crunchyroll's
feel
a
like-
shitty business.
I feel like Disney could have been a little bit more proactive in what they decided to get as exclusives.
I mean, they
instead
might
of-
be in the future.
in the
No-
future,
no
yeah,
one's
but
gonna
like
say
Right
they're
off
not.
rip, like I would.
We don't even
Like-
know. We don't even know what they're paying for these too. They
And
could
also-
be doing the same shit Crunchyroll is because Disney
they probably
can
are.
be sketchy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Disney, like as
Yeah.
a business model, is not
best
exactly
either.
it's not exactly the proactive market. They're like cutthroat and quite
Mhm.
harsh with people they do dealings with.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, they probably are gypping the market here too, but like, I don't know. I feel like you could have probably chosen something that people at least knew about.
It probably would have helped.
It would have helped if you chose a show anybody knew, like at least one of those
Yeah.
shows if people knew about more than.
Like Love
If
Live
her
School
flag
Project.
breaks.
I don't know if I want Disney to
God,
get their
what if
hands on
Dis-
school.
God,
on
they're-
I
Love
don't
Live.
want them to have.
What if
Love Live.
Disney
I
got
just
Love
wanted to
Live?
stream season 1 because apparently it's bad to show that.
Yeah,
on
but what if they
Crunchyroll.
did get Love Live? Like Disney makes Love Live.
I
Like
would-
they go to the
That'd
Love
be-
Live and they're
Dude,
up against
legit.
Goofy and Dom.
Legit, like Love Live would be great for Disney.
Snowhalation.
Isn't there a goofy?
Yeah, there is.
yeah.
It's so good. That was a Disney leak,
Yeah, we
actually.
listened to so many of those. We listened to so many snow halation fucking memes. But yeah, I'm like 50-50 on the Disney Plus anime thing. Because, I mean, like, Netflix has exclusive animes.
Mhm.
They got Komi-san, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
And they have part 6 of JoJo's. Those are both Netflix exclusives, and those are both major shows that
Yeah.
are being released.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where this goes with Disney. I'm sure we probably won't hear anything about it for at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Until this
Probably
initial
not.
announcement, but I'm hoping good things
But
to make the whole community better, easier streaming. Maybe I would like to see if they produce an original show, like with their own concept. Obviously, higher like
a
I don't know if they need
Crunchyroll
to-
original but Disney.
Yeah, Disney
I guess
original.
yeah. Like Fenna's amazing. That's a Crunchyroll Adult Swim show, and I think Fenna's just
But like, what
It's
studio?
fantastic.
Come on.
so. Yeah, and Disney has a plethora of resources.
Yeah, they have like an unlimited budget.
Yeah, an unlimited amount of what they can do.
like the tale of Mickey-san, I lost my mouse Cthulhu and ended up in a new world.
Mickey Mouse isekai.
I guess it depends. Are
Jay,
you talking about
when
like?
Disney picks it up, you better get the rights to that. You're gonna be a fucking millionaire.
Jeez. Are you
Mickey-san,
talking
I
about like a
lost my
Disney
mouse
in-house
Cthulhu.
anime?
I ended up in a
Well,
different
is
world.
Fenna in-house Crunchyroll?
No.
And I ended
The
up in a
only
new
in-house
clubhouse.
show Crunchyroll is doing is that stupid ass High Guardian Spy show.
When they say a Crunchyroll,
What do you mean?
like,
You're-
original,
we're
what
all gonna
exactly
watch
do
it.
mean
They
by
are
that?
paying the company to produce that show.
What if
So,
that
like,
show
they
turns
wrote
out to be
it, they're
really
just having the
good?
company do it.
They licensed by Crunchyroll and Warner Brothers TV Studios. You know how Warner Brothers pays people to make a show?
I really hope.
Yeah, but is it their concept?
I really hope it's not
I
another
don't know
case
about
of
that.
like a great show that's just hindered by its animation. You know,
Yes.
Like,
Fenna was written by Crunchyroll.
like the Netflix exclusive version of Berserk after they bought the rights to that. Like it was a great show, but the animation was so pitifully bad that people didn't watch it.
Or like Seven Deadly Sins?
Or like Seven Deadly Sins. It's a great show. Animation's
just-
not great.
They
Really like
did it.
watching it at 4 frames per second.
They
Yeah,
just
it's
did
not-
it dirty.
It's not great. They really didn't need to do it like that.
But like, Fenna's different than like Inspector. Inspector is a Crunchyroll original. They didn't write it. They were producing it.
Well, I know Inspector was a manga beforehand.
Yes.
But what I'm talking
But,
about
like,
is
with
like
Fenna-
with Fenna.
But they're both Crunchyroll originals, so I don't know where
I know,
your
but
point's
like
coming
my
from.
point is, did the concept come from Crunchyroll? It wasn't taken from a manga, was it?
No. So
That's my
Crunchyroll
thing.
did come out. Is that what you're trying to say with
Yeah,
Disney?
like if Disney could
That's
do
what I was
something like
asking
that.
you, and you're like,
That's what I
being-
said. I was wondering what exactly like specifies a Crunchyroll original, because if Inspector is a Crunchyroll original, so is Fenna. They both come from two different sources.
Yes, but they're both Crunchyroll paid to have both of them made.
That's fine. Like if
That's
Disney
why
does
it's a
that,
Crunchyroll
that's
original.
fine. I just wonder if they can come up with some dope stories.
It's like Warner Brothers paying to have an anime made.
Yeah,
It's not.
I would like to see what Disney can come up with if they ever get around to that point.
Fuck.
Okay.
What's
yeah.
the winner do?
He gets to poop first.
I don't have to go. Jay,
You got to
does.
take me home. I gotta.
I know. What's somebody had one more thing? Who was it?
No, that was it.
That was it.
I
That was everything,
getting
bud.
Oh, I thought Anthony had one more too.
negative.
Anthony
this
has.
this episode is brought to you by Brown Listerine. Brown Listerine is great for cleaning out your mouth after you suck down a sloppy Hungry Man. Hungry Man has been sponsored by Listerine since 1969 and has been the prime drink for the working man after eating a slopped brownie and the backyard barbecue. Brown Listerine is the only thing that will make you feel like a man again after eating that processed Hungry Man. Hungry Man, Brown Listerine, please sponsor me. Give me $40,000, a new truck. If you do, I will drink this entire bottle of Brown Listerine. Thank you. You can find us on Twitter at Hello Harem Podcast and on YouTube at Hello Harem Podcast. If you want to email me about this inquiry to get me to drink this entire bottle of Brown Listerine, email us at helloharempodcast@gmail.com. And here's one for the fans back home. Thank you.
All right, folks, that's the end of this 63, right?
69.
64, yeah.
5
weeks
more to
away
go.
From the big
I say we every week we draw it closer and closer to the big 6-9.
season
During our
finale.
69th episode, we have a special secret,
We do,
a special surprise.
if you will.
The end of
So-
season 1.
The end of season, the end of season 1, and with that, we'll be making some pretty crazy changes around here.
Pretty
so
crazy changes.
pretty crazy. Look for that, guys.
Rain lobster.
I mean, it's to die for.
We're gonna open up a lobster.
All right, guys, that's the end of episode 64 of the Hello Arm Podcast. If you liked anything or found anything interesting, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content. We produce a new podcast every single week. We'll catch you guys next week at 65. Thank
On
you.
the flippy.